Hi guys, VC10 Aviation here, and today I'll be making episode 1 of how to make a custom model. Now, today we'll be looking at the MEA Skyteam A320 and we'll be making this into an Air France. So, what to consider? So what we're going to need, cotton swabs, and we're going to need masking tape. We don't really need that, but just you might need it if you want to protect certain details like the flight date, but it's not going to be as complex, this one, because it's simply going to be removing the MEA titles and replacing those with the Air France. That's the plan. So always have a contingency plan if this does not work. So if the Air France decals for some reason do not go on, either they've ripped or whatever, then the plan, the plan is just to use it as a Skyteam A320, as maybe even if it's Air France, you might not say Air France, but it is what it is. So this aircraft, the main reason for choosing this aircraft is because the aircraft is no longer under this registration, which is Foxtrot Oscar Mike Romeo Delta. It's now registered Tango 7 Mike Romeo Delta. So it's been re-registered basically. So it kind of means this aircraft is slightly out of date, and it is a superb catalyst for an Air France Skyteam A320 custom. So there will be a part 2 of this. So there are a few things also to consider. Now, when using chemicals like nail varnish remover, and that's what we'll be using, and use latex gloves or rubber gloves. I always use gloves when using chemicals anyway, sort of thing, but yeah, again, it's personal choice, but I would recommend. First thing to start off with is always do research on the aircraft, so we know the real Air France, so this is not going to be accurate for one reason, is the real registration of the Air France A320 Skyteam is Foxtrot Hotel Echo Papa India. So that's the real Air France Skyteam A320. So the other registration of the Air France, so we know this is a very similar aircraft because it's got two CFM56 engines. So we know it's got that. We know it's also got sharklets as well. So we know pretty much it's going to be looking sort of semi-accurate, but it's not going to be overly accurate because A, the registration isn't right. I'm going to leave the registration because I do not have the Air France Skyteam A320 decals. I do have some Air France A320 decals coming. So I always use like a decal supplier. I always use V1 decals, just because they've got very good decals to use. So I always use them. So that's I think I got one of their A320s actually, Air France decals. So we've got those. So what we're going to need to do anyway is we're going to have to resize the decals. So that's just going to be fairly straightforward. So it's going to be a simple, so where the Air France titles normally sit here, we are going to have to sit the aircraft, we're going to have to sort of edit the sort of take the sort of logo out of the, so where the window decals will be, and we're going to use it to, and then we're going to stick it down below. So as I said, always have a contingency plan. My contingency plan, if it doesn't work, just use it as an Air France Skyteam. It might not have the decal, but then it's better than nothing, I guess. So that's always have a contingency plan when making these models. Don't just if it goes wrong, then the model will be perfectly salvageable. It'll just perhaps need to, it might just not say Air France, it'll just say Skyteam, but it's better than nothing, I guess. So there's not been too many releases of the Air France Skyteam A320. I think they have an A321 as well, but there's not been too many releases of that, which is slightly annoying, but considering sort of most things. So other news, I have got some unboxings on the way, just thought I'd get that out there. So I've got the Gemini Jets 2015 2E Boeing 787, so this is India Bravo. So I'll be using this. I'll be getting quite a lot of 2E 787s for the Gatwick Airport update. I'll be getting some other ones as well, like the European ones, just to use like as like a stopgap, so I don't need to get duplicates of the Boeing 787s. So I'll be getting that. Hopefully, so there'll be an unboxing video of that, and then I'll be making an unboxing of the British Airways A320 by Phoenix and the Ryanair UK 737 by Phoenix as well. So they're in the next unboxings. Apart from that, I don't have a lot of other unboxings to make, but it's kind of been a while. I was going to make an unboxing of this, but I thought if I'm making a custom, there's no point really, to be totally honest. So that's why there wasn't an unboxing video of that. So that being said, thank you very much for watching part 1. Now this will be, just to sort of note, this will be a individual upload, so it will be episode 1, sort of part 1, and it'll part 2, whatever. So it will be like a series like that, like aviation schemes, but sort of maybe a bit longer than that. A little bit more exciting than that as well, hopefully. So there will be a break from aviation schemes when episode 70 sort of is out. I've got some other aircraft to make as well, so this will not be the last or the only video of making a custom model. I do plan on making a Norwegian 737. I don't think there'll be a video of that. Not this one I've got, because it's going to require a lot of complex work to get it right. So yep. So thank you very much for watching part 1, and I'll see you in part 2. Episode 1 part 2, that should be it'll be mainly decals, I think. Yeah, mainly decals in part 2, and then hopefully part 3 should be the finished product. That's it, all goes well. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.